for the most part, has always been my, oh snap, but art for the most part has always pretty much been like my coping mechanism. Pretty much like since I was a kid. Like I would read a lot of books when I was a kid, like a lot of books. During lunch, I would read too. Like I specifically remember when my best friend at the time, my best friend who was my bully, I wasn't sitting at lunch with them. Instead, I was sitting with my sister and I was reading my book. I had it covering my face straight like this so nobody would see me. Of course, I mean, you can't really hide for real. So, but yeah, like you get the gist, Like I literally had my head in the books because that was the only way to I'm not gonna say escape, but that's like my coping mechanism. So when I was a kid, I want to not think about what I'm going through, so I'm gonna read a book or two or three or several, you know, and it's kind of just it's stuck around, and it's just grew to my other forms of creativity.
Snatchies, bitch. You already know what the fuck going on. Run me that shit, pussy. You know the fucking vibes. Let me get that. Trap house mob. All the op niggas know I be sliding.
I did it because I can't physically explain how I'm feeling, but I can show you it. I can write you it. I can draw you it. I can remember uh I started drawing when I was like in 7th grade, really heavy. I started drawing more. And I started drawing because it was a way for me to explain how I felt. I would draw pictures of girls with stitches on their mouths, girls crying, because I was depressed. But eventually, drawing just wasn't hitting it for me. So I started doing poetry. And poetry, whew, whew, whew. Poetry is my jam. And I tend to be very good at it. And it's just, I love it. I love it. And so I picked up modeling, as a hobby. But then it just became something more for me, modeling, and even with my photography together, it's like now for me to really show you how I feel and to have like a little description or a little caption or a little story to go along with it so you can read it. So now y'all can really get what I'm feeling. And that just honestly makes me want to go even harder, 10 times harder, 11 times harder, 3 times harder. Because the more that I put out there, the better I'm going to feel, Like, like I said, I'm not creating because it's a hobby. I'm creating because this is my medicine. If I'm not creating, I'm going insane. And when I'm going insane, I'm creating. So, yeah. But I just wanted to wrap this joint up, whatever. And it's like, what's this project? Like, I still don't really understand what is this project. Okay. Well, it's like this. I talk to myself like all the time. I narrate my life like in my mind all the time. When I'm driving, I can literally like see myself third person perspective like I'm in a movie. Like I'm in my own TV show. When dumb stuff happens, I literally look in the camera and I'm like, so it's like, if my life was a movie, if my life was a TV show, it would go a little something like this.
Woo! All the op niggas know I be sliding.